Gary B. Nash, a leading UCLA scholar revered for his role in shaping K-12 American history curriculum and admired for standing his ground, even in a public entanglement with the wife of a U.S. vice president, has died. Nash died of colon cancer July 29 at age 88, his family said. Although he retired from UCLA in 1994, he wrote more than 30 history books and textbooks focused on American history, race and class, and continued to publish articles, essays and op-eds long afterward. In an interview with The Economist about the recent politically driven outrage over the teachings of race in K-12 classrooms, Nash said the attempts to ban uncomfortable conversations will lead to less productive discussions. We want division of opinions for young people to grow up learning to express themselves, argue about it, think hard about it, Nash said. Patriotism is not just saluting the flag. It's becoming responsible citizens who will take an active role in what's going on around them. Nash had his own brush with conservative-led efforts to censor school curriculums. As founding director of UCLA's National Center for History in the Schools, where he worked for 20 years, he spearheaded efforts to diversify American history courses and championed the stories of non-white groups that were often excluded from history textbooks. While at UCLA, he co-directed the National History Standards Project, which included 4 years' worth of input from teachers, historians, parents and educators to propose a national history curriculum for U students. Nash and his colleagues were ensnared in a political firestorm after the standards were published. Lynne Cheney, wife of then Vice President Dick Cheney, led a crusade alongside conservative critics, attacking the standards as politicized history. Cheney complained that the standards, which were meant to help school officials recalibrate history courses, were not positive enough about the country's achievements. She also said they did not pay enough attention to American figures including Confederate General Robert E. Lee and inventor Thomas Edison. Nash became the face of the project, recalled Ross Dunn, a longtime friend and colleague. He was just doggedly determined to defend what we had done. Carla Pestana, who leads the UCLA History Department and was a graduate student under Nash, remembered how the controversy took over morning news shows. Nash would appear on TV, early Pacific time, looking like he'd just rolled out of bed compared with the pristine Cheney. Still, Dunn said they sold more than 70,000 copies of the standards, which were used by state school leaders in designing curriculums. Afterward, Nash, Dunn and their colleague Charlotte Crabtee co-wrote a book about the episode, titled, History on Trial, Culture Wars and the Teaching of the Past. A Times review called the book deeply informed, balanced and compelling.